Woo child, I look rough. I got my color corrector on, please don't mind me. But what's up, y'all? It's Lydia. I am putting on my lip balm and I am getting ready for my high school reunion, my 10-year high school reunion. Honestly, I've already actually had it. It happened at the end of September, but it actually went over so well. You know, I was on the planning committee, me and a group of 3 other girls, and it went so well. Everyone was like, let's do this again. Can you believe that? I feel like everyone always talks so much smack about their high school reunions. I really didn't know what to expect, but I would like to say I'm a pretty optimistic person, so I'm happy that everyone liked it enough to want to do a part 2. So I'm getting ready right now. I got my robe on, I took a shower, washed my face, did all of the things. I have my hair in a scarf. I got my little leopard on leopard. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a little B-roll of me doing my little makeup routine. Actually, I think I changed my mind. I wanna talk through my makeup routine and just Ooh, that was not cute. Talk through my makeup routine and kind of just show you guys the products that I've been enjoying and liking. So I have a lot of hyperpigmentation on my face from like acne scars and all that other stuff. So I like to go in with like a base layer of color correction, and that's this MAC Dark Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette. I just go in with 1, 2, 3 and kind of just do a little dab, dab, dab. 1, 2, 3. And just tap it over the places that are really pigmented, so that way when I go in with my foundation it doesn't pop out as much. And I don't know about y'all, but for those of my melanated peeps, my face is not one color, so I kind of have to go in with 2 different foundations. Lately I've been using this e.l.f. Camo CC Cream on like the center of my face, and then I use this Huda Beauty Nutmeg 520 foundation stick kind of like in the perimeter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. The brush that I'm going to use for this, let's see, what do I want to use? I'm gonna go ahead and use this Ulta Beauty brush. So I just go ahead and take this right here and just pop it in the center. Now, what have y'all been up to? Clearly it's been some time since I last posted. Last time I posted was what? When I say posted, I don't mean like a short or something, like an actual sit down talking vlog type video, product video, whatever the case may be. And that was, yeah, October of 2022. So it's been a year. It's been over a year at this point. And a lot has happened in a year. Lots of good, lots of sad, lots of bad. For those who don't know, my dad, he passed away last year. I don't want to get too much into it because it's just gonna make me emotional, but yeah, so that was really hard, and it was pretty shortly after I had posted that YouTube video back in October where I went through like my latest favorite products. And I don't know, I've done some reflecting on it, but a part of me was just like a little fearful that if I post another video again, it sounds so crazy now that I'm like a year removed from everything that happened, but I had this fear of like, okay, if I go back to posting again, something crazy traumatic and bad is gonna happen. And I just, yeah, I had this like fear and anxiety about it. But you know, time had happened. I felt like I kept getting more and more comments recently about folks being like, oh, I haven't seen you post, are you okay, I miss you. And to be honest, you know, in my head, I feel like sometimes people just forget about me. There's so many people to watch out there in the interweb. I really don't feel like I'm that special. Call it imposter syndrome, just call it, you know, negative self-talk, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I feel like I just didn't think people cared that much, and I still cared, and I still deep down love making content and love talking to the camera. It doesn't feel weird, it just feels so natural to be doing it. And by the way, I'm going in with the foundation now, the Huda foundation. And so I was just like, why not? Let me just pick up the camera, get back into it, see what people think. I had put up a post on my community, like the community post or whatever in YouTube, and I asked what you guys were kind of interested in seeing. You guys had a bunch of great suggestions, so at the end of the day I just told myself, Lid, pick up the camera and just start recording. You know, whatever happens will happen. Whatever comes from it will come from it. If I pick up the camera today and never pick it up again, that will just be that reality. But I'm really hoping that's not the case. I don't think that will be the case. That's just where my mind has been in a very quick nutshell, because like I said, I don't want to go too deep at this moment. Yeah. Now, on a lighter note, who have y'all been watching lately? What have y'all been watching? Both streaming, both YouTube, all of that, Netflix. What shows are you guys into? From a YouTube perspective, I feel like, oh my gosh, the main person I've really been watching, just like religiously, like I watch every single minute of her hour-plus long vlogs, is Aaliyah's Face. I love me some Aaliyah Gaynor. So that's definitely a YouTuber that I have been loving. But yeah, let me know, who have y'all been watching, what y'all been into? I know there's so many new girlies out there that I've also been digging and loving, so let me know in the comments. Also, I don't know if you guys notice, I'm avoiding putting any foundation under my eyes because I feel like I'm gonna go in with concealer and I don't want it to get too cakey or anything like that. So I'm just kind of going everywhere around my eye socket but not actually hitting it. And I'm breaking out. I have a breakout right in between my eyebrows and a breakout right here. And I'm like, oh, you guys couldn't wait one more day? One more day? Ugh, I'm so annoyed. And I just realized, y'all see that hamper of clothes right there? That's clean clothes that I have not put away yet. For whatever reason, I can do the laundry. I just hate putting it away. It's just like, anyways. So this is what our base is looking like. I still gotta go in with contour and everything like that because right now my face is looking very flat. Now for concealer, that's my next step. I'm gonna go in with this Tower 28 concealer in SGV and SB. SGV is a little bit darker, so I just take that as like my layer 1. Boom. I take SB, which is a little lighter, and I use that to brighten up the inner corners. I'm not really precise, I just kind of place it right here. And then when I blend it out, it'll go up where it needs to go up. I don't always do the little inner corner wing situation, but I let that just sit and little, you know, dry down and all of that and kind of set for a little bit. And while that happens, this is where I go in with my brow products. So I've been liking this COSA brow pencil, but I hope I can find it. Yes, Patrick Ta. This Patrick Ta brow pencil. My little spoolie is a little broken. It like pops out. That's my fault because it cracked when I was traveling at one point. Yeah, I love this Patrick Ta brow pencil. And then this COSA one is so microscopic and tiny. It's so great if you just really want to get in there. So let me go ahead and do my brows real quick. I just need a little mirror so I can get really up in there.
No mind because of you. So no more screwing with my luck just because you were the one being the baby. Witness has decided to forego making a statement here.
Sorry about that. I got a little carried away watching How to Get Away with Murder. So you guys saw, I just put on some contour, bronzer, whatever you want to call it, and my brows, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out my under eyes. So we're just gonna get right up in there. This is the Haus Labs brush, by the way. I love it, 10 out of 10. And this concealer, if I didn't mention it already, it's so good. It literally, the camera doesn't do it justice, but I feel like it makes my under eyes look spectacular. Oh my god, looking at my face this close, the little pimple that I have right here, oh, it's driving me crazy. And yes, I tried to pick at it earlier and it didn't really help. And when I say earlier, I mean like early this morning when I first woke up and thought, you know, right now it's like what, almost 8 o'clock, 7:45 or whatever you want to call it. I thought it would be settled by now. I mean, it is way more settled than it was this morning, but you know, they always say don't touch your face, don't touch your face, don't touch your face. I just choose not to listen, and then I regret it later, and then it's just a very cyclical situation. On some real-ish, you know, kind of getting back into, like I said, I didn't want to get too deep, but I did want to say, I know holiday season can be really tough on folks out there. So if you're watching this and the holidays are hard, if things happen around this time of year or are happening, just know I feel you, I'm with you, I'm praying for you, and yeah, the end of the year for now, and I feel like for the rest of my life, is always gonna be just weird and tough and hard. And you know, this was, I'm not even gonna lie, probably, yeah, it was the biggest loss of my life last year. And I don't want to get too much into it, but it was the biggest loss of my life that I've ever experienced. And it really shakes you. And all I can say is I'm thinking of you, I'm praying for you, and just know you're not alone at all. This time of year is just, it's just rough. And just take it easy, take it day by day, try to find the joys that you can, be present in that, and yeah, just one day at a time. And see, this is why I don't know how people do these like get ready with me videos all the time, because I just don't get ready. I just end up just talking. It's very difficult. But let me go ahead and continue doing my makeup, because right now it is 8 o'clock and I need to be ready in like 20 minutes. And I don't think I'm going to be, because I don't even know what I'm wearing yet. I have an idea. I've laid out a couple things, but I haven't locked in my fit. I don't want to do too much. And see, okay, we'll just get to it when I get to the fit. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and we'll just see where we land. Let me call Nobel right now and let her know that I am going to be running late. Ooh, I'm not done with my makeup.
Hi.
Oh my god, I was about to say, I'm like, I'm running behind.
No. I thought you were gonna call me and be like, yeah, I'm not ready to leave in 5 minutes. Like,
oh no, I'm literally sitting here and I'm like, I'm like, let me be courteous and let her know that I'm running behind.
fantastic.
Okay,
Not bad.
great. Okay, I feel so much better now. See you in a few. Okay.
See you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Nobel, y'all. If you didn't know, by the way, I posted this one TikTok. It's so funny. It's crazy how on TikTok, the things that you post that you don't expect really anyone to see ends up being the shit that pops off the most. I posted this one TikTok with me and a bunch of my friends from this first part of the reunion that we did back at the end of September, a little before and after. I'll probably insert it in this video just so you can see, but whoo, Lord, I did a part 1 and part 2. So part 1 with me, some of my girlfriends, and some people, some of the guys that I went to high school with, and then a part 2 with more of the guys. And the comment section, out of this world, it's insane. Yeah, the people are thirsting over my high school guy friends, which is so weird to me, because I'm like, ooh, I've known some of these guys since elementary school. And if you know, like, people who you've known for a while, you just don't see them in that way. Sure, I mean, they're handsome, like, I mean, I get it, but like, just not for me. So it's just so funny to see like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments rolling in about this. But let me roll the clip. Let me just show y'all back to back. This is the first video.
I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go.
And this is the second one.
I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my head and they won't go.
Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who you guys think is like cute or beautiful? Who had the best glow up? Outside of me, of course. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, as you could just hear, I'm running behind. It's 8:08. My goal was to head to Nobel's house at like 8:20, and I am nowhere close to that. I still need to do like all of the little things on my face, so I'm just gonna see y'all when I am done getting ready. All right, so here is the final fit. I'm gonna see if I can place you guys down on something. I'm in the laundry room, so let's go ahead and put you down here. The lighting is atrocious. All right, so I'm dressed. This is the fit. I got these pants from Forever 21. This top is from Amazon, and this lighting is atrocious. But, oh, and I'm wearing these boots that I got from DSW. So, yeah, I'm so late and I need to go. I'm gonna try to just capture content on my phone. Oh, this is what the makeup turned up like. But, yeah, I'm gonna just capture content on my phone and then hope for the best. But oh my gosh, the lighting is like all sorts of crazy. But anyways, I can't wait for tonight. Okay, I need to go.